Hello there, all of you beautiful nerds from around the world. I am Josh, and we're doing another episode of Fan Chats Live Q&A, where I just hang out with you guys and talk about the latest crazy theories or whatever you have questions about. And yes, today I don't even know what to call. I almost can't. I was like, almost gonna cancel it. I was like, nah, I shouldn't talk about this. Today is the day that we're gonna talk about the Ant-Man ass theory. And right off the bat, I should say a couple of different things. First of all, hide your wives, hide your kids. This is not going to be this is not the family friendly episode of Fan Chats Live. Okay, it is incumbent upon us to go to some dark places. All right, but yes, it's an incumbent upon us to go to some places today. And so this might not be the show for the kiddies. Hide the kids. They're not ready. I don't even think I'm ready. I don't even think I'm ready for this. Did you guys see the video that was posted up on Twitter? I see you guys coming into the chat. How's everybody doing? Did you guys see the video that someone put up online? I was actually trying to do, if you've watched the last couple of Fan Chat Lives, I've had little videos that I play in front of them. And actually, I was working on one, and I had some stupid computer stuff going on, so I wasn't able to do it, but it's hilarious. But there's this video being passed around on social media right now where Ant-Man does fly into the buttocks of Thanos and burst open and destroy that man from the butthole. Okay, so this is how this is going to work, guys. We're going to go over this theory. I'm going to give you my thoughts. This is just for fun. We're just having fun here. Please, though, we will do Q&A. If you've got anything that you want to talk about, including this theory or other funny things like that, feel free to bring it on in. Bring it on in. And we'll have a good time. Also, too, if you're not from the channel, if you're not hanging out with us a lot, this might not be the video for you. This is long form. Gonna take our time. We're hanging out. We're talking ass today. Talking big purple Titan ass. So yeah, this might not be the video for you for a number of different reasons. But okay, so just for the sake of saying it, the theory here, folks, and I'm sure you're aware, the theory is that Ant-Man will shrink down, go up the ass of Thanos, and then expand and destroy him. And it'll essentially be destroyed from the inside out. Okay? So this meme, or for whatever reason, because I think it's just so ridiculous, has really caught on, and especially in the last couple of days, it's reached a high level in the meme community. It's very, very funny, and a lot of people are talking about it. So I figured we'd talk about it. What's really interesting to me is that I got asked this question in a different way back when Infinity War was over. So somebody back in the day had asked me a very, very different, like a very different version of this, right? The Ant-Man flies into the ear and expands and then just blows up his brain. It's like the same thing, right? And what I told that guy is what I'll tell you guys right here, right now. Couple of different things that would be going on here. So you have to understand. Look, all I have to base this on is what I would call my comic book logic, comic book rules. But what would happen in this scenario is that, like, so Thanos has Titan skin. As a mutant, as a deviant, his skin is like super, super strong. Okay. On top of that, because he has the Power Stone, his just base level of power just immediately goes up. It's like everything about him would be stronger. So you combine that, and basically what would happen here, and I want to take you guys on a really weird trip. Please, this is gonna be buckle in, children. Here we go. Let me set the scene. So Thanos is beating everybody up. It's looking really dire, man. You know, they can't do much about him. You know, he's snapped. They've gone through the climb and they've done all this stuff, and they can't do it. Can't do it. Ant-Man, one last ditch effort. He shrinks down, and we've even seen the shot in the trailer. It's one with the pencil, and he jumps over it. By the way, thank you, Anthony. I see you, baby. Jumps over the pencil, and it gets on the ankle, and he starts running up the leg. Okay, now here's what you don't know. Thanos already feels him. He already feels him. He's gonna let him do his thing. Keeps going up the leg. Shrinks down, and maybe in between the fabric. You know what I mean? Like real small, real small. You know what I mean? He's making his way up there. You know, thick thighs, across the buttocks, into the hole. Okay? He's in there. And then, boom, he presses the button. And as he is expanding, Thanos feels him, and with the Power Stone, combined with his tightened skin, he squeezes them cheeks, and he crushes Ant-Man. And as he's expanding, the top half of Ant-Man's head explodes, flies off like a rocket, and then the rest of the body, which is still being expanded, is just pushed out of Thanos' butt. That's what would happen. Hey, I warned you. I told you to hide the kids. I done told you. That's right. Yeah. So essentially essentially that is what would happen. What I'm saying is it's not viable. It's not going to work. And if you're wondering how much time I took to think about that, it was all day. All day. Maybe all night. Drew some pictures. I won't show you guys the pictures, okay? You know, I won't show you the pictures, but they're detailed. They're detailed pictures, you know. So that's how that would go down. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the Den of Nerds. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying what we're doing here. Yeah, can you imagine seeing that on a storyboard? That would be absolutely incredible, right? That would be absolutely incredible. So my point is that it wouldn't work. I mean, Thanos is, especially in the comic books, when you have all the stones, you're like a god. Like basically, like Thanos could see everything. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was this thing in the comic books where when Thanos had all of the gems, he just essentially like made a bunch of versions of himself to then go out and discover things about the universe, and then all that knowledge like kind of became him. So he was just like super powerful. You know, and to take this to a more serious discussion, for me, I almost don't think that they'll be able to beat Thanos. And I mean, the gauntlet being damaged is the one thing, right? So if the gauntlet is damaged, then maybe, yeah, he can't use all the stones, and maybe he's no longer a god and he'd have to use just one at a time. Ooh, Sean. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Avengers rear end game. Slap in the face. Slap in the face. Oh, the memes. Dude, the memes are on point. The memes have been so good when it comes to this Thanos thing. They're absolutely hilarious. Who got the nerd card question correct for the last video? You mean today? I haven't picked that, and I probably won't pick it until Monday. That's when I usually do that. But anyways, guys, let's get into some Q&A. If you have any questions about any other ridiculous things when it comes to Avengers Endgame, if you want to talk about anything at all, just drop a question in there. This was super impromptu. Did I see Josh Brolin's reply to the video taking an Ant-Man dump? Nah. No, I didn't see that. I did not see that. C144. I don't know why you never get picked, man. I'll keep an eye out for you though next time. Who else wants to see the supernatural actors come in as X-Men? Yeah, I heard about that. That'd be really, really cool. No, I didn't see it, but it's fun. I mean, like, dude, it's just so fun. You know what I mean? Just to play around with it. Just to I should probably watch it right now. Yeah, but just having fun with it. That's one of these things. I think that it's cool in the Marvel community because we don't really take it that serious. You know what I mean? The Russo brothers have a profile picture about it too. Ah, dude, that's great. That's great if that's true. What do you think the next 6 movies will be? A lot going on. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but I think so Guardians 3, which it's still set off, but that's going to happen. Rumored Doctor Strange, rumored Shang-Chi, rumored Black Widow movie, The Eternals. How many is that? Pretty close, right? Spider-Man, I guess technically if you want to count Spider-Man. What if the snap actually killed those who we see survived? And Endgame will be about the original 6 trying to escape their false reality. I mean, I've heard some of that, right? There are people that are speculating that. Kree blood plus human stone thingy equal inhuman? Yeah, you know what? That is kind of interesting that you bring that up. She is kind of an inhuman, but her powers come from the stone, though. That's the only thing. But they could explain Carol as being inhuman. Prove that I'm not a Skrull? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how I would go about doing that. Let me get this straight. The planets that got decimated by Thanos himself got decimated again by the decimation. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that too, right? So like he had been doing it of his own hands for so long and killing half and all this stuff. But you got to think too, he was thinking about on the micro and on the macro. So when he went to a planet and killed half of the life on there, that's macro for the planet, but it's micro for the universe. So, and it's its own kind of ecosystem too. So he's trying to save these planets and all that. Who do you think are Skrulls now? I think actually that Nick Fury could be a Skrull. That's what I think. Who do you guys think could be a Skrull? My money is on Nick Fury or maybe even Ross. But there's a couple of reasons why I actually think that Nick Fury could be one. Over under 30G. I don't know. I don't know what that means, man. Do you think it would be better for Ant-Man to go through the urethra instead of the anus? Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe it depends. Maybe Thanos is doing like male Kegels or something like that. You never know. What's up, Second Street Marvel? Yeah, and everybody, if you could drop a like on the chat, that would be so freaking cool. And thanks for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Second Street Marvel, you missed my epic description of how the Ant-Man. I can't believe I did that. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Let's not start an Ant-Man through the through the dick meme. Yep. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Kate. Epic. Yeah, I bet it's wrapped, dude. I bet it's all the way wrapped. All the way wrapped. No, definitely no politics for me. How many times will I see Endgame and will you watch Shazam? I'm definitely going to watch Shazam. I was actually just telling my buddy today. I'm actually really excited for Shazam. Now, it's like sort of a risky. The thing is, here's the way I view Shazam. Shazam is going to be dope. It's going to be a breath of fresh air. And still a ton of people won't care. Like a ton of people are just not going to care. that kind of movie, and like, I don't know. I'm hoping that that film makes at least 3, 4, $500 million. I wouldn't be surprised if it hangs closer to three. But I think that would still be a success. They cannot have spent that much money on that movie. But I think that I'm really gonna like it and I'm really gonna enjoy it. But I think overall, a lot of people don't care. I think there's a lot of DC fans that don't care. I think there's just a lot of comic book fans that don't care. I almost feel like the movie has a better shot with casual movie audiences. How about Ant-Man tries to do that, and as soon as he gets between cheeks, Thanos starts twerking? Dude, absolutely. Can you imagine a Thanos twerk just slapping them cheeks? Whack! And just then he's gone. Marvel, Star Wars Marvel crossover, maybe? Nope. I am not. I am not in favor of that. Shazam's at 97% on Rotten Tomatoes right now? Damn. Dude, I'm actually pretty excited for that movie. I think that movie's gonna be a lot of fun. Maybe Endgame will be 45 minutes about Black Widow watching like the horizon. I don't know what that means. What do you think that Captain Marvel will affect? How do you think Captain Marvel will affect Endgame? I mean, she's a big gun. The thing is, though, okay, so I've always said she's a big gun. She's a big gun, and that's dope. But also, I think that the fact that Carol has all these connections to all these other alien races and different people within the galaxy, I think that's a huge deal. So I think that she'll be able to sort of help them get help from other races and aliens if they would want to, if they would need to. You know what I mean? Man, you know, it's like I feel bad. Like I wonder if I should have made a different thumbnail because I feel like a lot of people will click on it and be like, "What's this about?" And then they just hear us talking about other stuff. But that's totally fine. I'll have to like clip out my description of what would happen or something like that. You saw Shazam? Where did it open already? It's out already? I thought it was on April 5th. Oh, it's 93%. You know, could. Oh, Philip, man, thanks so much. 1999, man, supporting the channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate that, brother. We never see Thanos do that face he's pulling in the poster behind you. Maybe it's leaked from when Ant-Man goes in the ass. Could be. Man, I really wish I could show you guys the freaking video I was working on, man. Ah, computer problems, man. It's crazy that I've chosen to do this because I get so angry when tech doesn't work. It infuriates me. But I had this really cool little video that I was gonna do. Crispy studio needs a casting couch. I want a couch to like play games on and stuff with like other people, have people over and play games and Twitch stream. I think that would be really cool. You know what I mean? Like imagine like if you brought somebody over. I don't know. I just think that like Twitching and live streaming and stuff like that with like celebrities or people in the nerdy community would be really, really cool. Thanos' ass for Smash Bros. You think that we will see destruction of Xandar when Thanos obtains the Power Stone in Endgame? Maybe. I do kind of feel gypped that we didn't get to see that. I tell you what, I'd really, really like to have Xandar be in the film at the very least. So like if we don't see the destruction, I at least want to see it destroyed. Or rather, if we don't see it destroyed, I'd still want to see the destruction. Like, let's go there or something. Let's see how devastated it is. And how about this, too? I mean, it's such a great point, right? Like, so if he devastated them and killed half of them, and then he literally, like, you know, does the snap again, is that literally killing another, like, half of them? That's like 75%, right? Of the people, of what the originally was there. Yeah, Frecky Decky. I mean, that's a great question. Okay, so could Ant-Man shrink down, go inside Thanos' ear, inside his brain, and then just instantly expand into a giant when Thanos is asleep? I mean, it's very possible. But like the thing is, so he would have the time stone. I'm going by comic book logic here. We don't. The real question is we don't really know how affected that gauntlet is. If that gauntlet is really messed up, then that's going to throw things off. But according to comic book logic, when he has the completed gauntlet, there's just no way, guys. There's no way. Like if that were to happen, it would like, and then like instantly Thanos would just reform because the idea, I believe, you know, even if he had the Soul Stone, he would be like still alive, right? Like his soul would still be around, so he could like somehow use it. Maybe he set up a time vortex thing before he even did it. You know what I mean? Maybe he shifted reality so that like there'd be a copy of him. There's just so many explanations. Like basically the gauntlet, and what I thought was so cool about that story is it's your imagination. What it can do literally anything. You know what I mean? Nathan McGame with the $2 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Did I miss Thick Purple Booty? Unfortunately, you did. Yeah, you missed it. You got to go back and watch it, though. Some people were disgusted. We probably lost 600 subscribers after I did that. But, you know, that's all right. It had to be said. It had to be said. Lots of time travel in Endgame. I mean, I'm almost certain there's going to be time travel of some kind. I'm almost certain. I think I really want to see both. I want to see time travel and I want to see parallel universes or like a weird combination of the two. You know, I really do want to see that. I think that'd be really cool. Is that confirmed, the Nova movie? I mean, I know they've talked about it, but I don't know if that was ever confirmed or even really rumored. I mean, there's no like script, there's no casting or anything, I don't think. Time loom set by Doctor Strange, very possible. Yo, Panther Jones, man, my bad. You gotta just look. I'm trying. Just put it back in there. I'll try to get it. There is not going to be an undoing of the snap, though. Clarissa says. I don't know about that. I really think there will be. What the heck? That was really weird. Did I just cut out there for a second? That was really weird. It might be a little complicated for audiences to follow. That is very true. But they have done ridiculous things in these movies. So they've sort of earned that right. You think we get a fight scene with all the Avengers, including the ones that got dusted? That I actually cannot wrap my head around. I want to say yes. I want to say that the movie's 3 hours because like here's some things that I think have to happen in the third act of this film that will be really really weird. There has to be a fight to undo the snap, to set time back to before that. There has to be a victory won to set time back. Okay? Now, when they set time back, I feel like they have to defend Thanos again when he attacks Wakanda. Or they have to defend Thanos again somewhere. I think it has to be Earth. And then, because the stones are on Earth, and then they have to beat him, but like lose people and have a like epilogue sort of closing that sets up the next phase. Those are 3 big things that I think need to happen. So I almost think that they almost need to have 2 main battles. They almost need to have 2 huge battles in this film, like 2 like epic, ridiculous level battles. All right, got a couple super chats coming in. Chris B, MCU, $2.99 with that A, whatever that is. I think it's worth $1 million each. What will cap Marvel Kryptonite, as the Russo brothers say? I mean, I think her that's interesting. Did they say that specifically? I don't know if they said that specifically. They said they were going to find a weakness for her, though. And I think that her weakness is already established. She's a hothead. She's hot. She's overconfident. She'll probably go in there and get burned by Thanos, man. You know, that's probably what I'm thinking. Or like the brute force. Like brute force just isn't the way they're gonna win. Josh, awesome channel. James Lally. Oh, dude, you know what, James? You did a super chat before, and I butchered your last name. It is not Lally. Lele. I forget, but I remember because I butchered your last name before, and I just did it again. Josh, awesome channel. What do you think the Rocket Raccoon guy meant when he said the things that will happen with Thor and how they'll be irreversible? That's a great question. Did go over this on the show yesterday, but I will answer your question, and I don't expect everybody to catch every show, so it's not a big deal. But some people probably heard me talk about this. So what I think that could be is Thor becoming old. Like if he does something with the time stone that makes Thor really really old, that would be pretty interesting. It's something that happened on the Avengers Assemble animated show, and technically Asgardians get stronger as they get older. And so it would be really interesting if Thanos did that to Thor and it like sort of made him more of a Odin-esque character, like legit Odin, and really, really strong in the MCU. That would be really, really cool. So that's kind of what I think about that. But thank you very much for the super chat. Yo, what's up, AT? What if giving up the time stone had nothing to do with saving Tony, and it was just to keep him from being suspicious about giving it up? Because you know what, Destiny White, that is not a bad. That is not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Oh, AT, you missed the most ridiculous thing, maybe the most ridiculous thing I've ever said on YouTube earlier in this video. And it'll go up in the replay later, but it was, I can't even repeat it. It was ridiculous. It was amazing. We lost like, I think it's like 6,000 subscribers. Uh, you know, not, I'm trying to be, yeah, I think it was about 6,000. What loose ends from all the MCUs have to be addressed in Endgame? Mainly the arc of Tony Stark and Captain America. They need to resolve that. I think that's huge. I also think that a lot of the characters are going to be like one of two things has to happen with the Avengers. They either need to be like, yes, the Avengers are like way more important than we thought. And now, holy crap, we need to change things. Maybe the Sokovia Accords need altered, but like we need to change things because the Avengers are really, really important. Or they could say, we don't need the Avengers. We need like a crazy army, or like we need something better than the Avengers. And they try to have like an actual militancy. You know, the Avengers are like a group of heroes, and it's hard to see like what was exactly going on with the Sokovia Accords. They had to have their actions needed to be sanctioned, but they weren't like a military force. And so maybe that's what it'll be, and that's why like some people think Dark Avengers and Dark Reign is coming, because it'll be like, no, we need a military group, a militant group of enhanced people, which Captain Marvel could be a part of or whatever. Nathan McGame, did you really lose subs? I don't know, man. I didn't really check. I know that it was. I know it was an awkward couple minutes there afterwards in the chat. With a lot of people like, what just happened? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little awkward in here. You know what I mean? But we got through it. Okay. So the initiative is coming. Maybe the ultimate nullifier will wait till Galactus arrives. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah. That's an interesting. I saw someone saying about how Thanos probably died and then came back like via the stone or something, right? I mean, I think that makes perfect sense. Like he probably did die. He goes to Soul World. He talks to Gamora, and then like because he's got his soul, he's just like brings it back, repairs his body. I mean, like, dude, you could do anything. You actually gain submissive. Hope we get a Avengers vs. X-Men movie. Sam Sills, that is one of my man, I really think that we're living in the best timeline, and I think that things are just incredible, especially for nerds. And if we get an Avengers vs. X-Men, which why wouldn't we? You know, the marketing potential, I mean, Avengers vs. X-Men could potentially be bigger than the Infinity Saga. You know what I mean? And an Endgame. How do you top Endgame? Well, I think there's a couple of stories that could do it. One would be Secret Wars, of course. I talk about that a lot. But another one would be Avengers vs. X-Men. But you gotta establish your X-Men. And I want different X-Men than we got in the Fox shows. I want something different. I want something different. So hopefully we get that. I trust in Feige. I trust in Feige to get her done. House of M would be cool, but like we need mutants first. Clarissa, we need mutants in the MCU before we can do House of M. Don't give me the Batman v Superman version of Dark Knight Returns. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that. I want that like establish what needs to be established. You know? And then you can do it. And then you can pull the rug out. And you can't kill off Iron Man and Captain America because they'll die in Endgame. I don't understand. Do you think they will incorporate Deadpool into the MCU? Absolutely. Why wouldn't they? Ryan Reynolds is probably all for it. Audiences would be all for it. They can do it. I think it's going to be really fun. And these dude, Clarissa, what's crazy is they already have the next 5 years figured out. Like they're already going to come out. The next part of the MCU is not going to be the let's just see what happens phase. You know what I mean? Like that was pretty cool. 22, 23 movies. The Infinity Saga. Got your Avengers established. That was really cool. Now let's just do the putz around phase. Throw a movie over here. Do a movie over there. Like yeah. No, that's not gonna happen. They already know. Like, that's why I think this is like, dude, 2019. Holy cow! I hope you guys are eating your vegetables. I hope you're drinking plenty of water. I hope you're saying prayers to whatever entity, universe thing you pray to. And I just hope you're being a good boy or a good girl because 2019 is incredible. And there's just so much nerdy goodness coming to us in 2019. And I want you to be alive and healthy to be able to enjoy it. I think this year at San Diego Comic-Con, Feige's going to come out and he's going to blow our effing minds. Like, blow our minds. Something very similar to what happened when they announced the whole slate for phase 1 through 3. I think it was the El Capitan. Yeah, I think that something like that is going to be happening, and I believe that whatever the plan is, it's big, man. It's big, and it's yeah, I think it's going to be dope, and a lot of cool films. It's all going to tie together. Oh yeah, baby, give it to me. So San Diego Comic-Con is going to be crazy this year. Hey, One Motion PK, hey, keep it clean, okay? It's not like I put ass theory on the thumbnail. This is a family-friendly channel. Okay? So watch yourself, buddy. Can we get some mods to watch that guy? You think Hulk will smash Thanos? Yeah, I do. I definitely do. I think I'm really looking forward to that. Man, yeah. Hulk better show up. I am kind of confused though, like as far as like if Professor Hulk can beat Thanos, I mean it's just kind of disappointing for me as a comic book fan. It's like what should have happened in that scene. Like why does Hulk not get angrier and more powerful? How does he just get clean clocked and knocked out cold so much? Like I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan. Homie should be getting pissed, getting a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. Come on. But yeah, we never get to see that in the MCU. I'm very interested to see what they do with Professor Hulk. Him being smarter, does that just mean he gets to pick his shots better? Right? Is he gonna be like hitting some dim mock, like because Thanos was like hitting his like freaking liver and kidneys and shit. You know, he get knocked because it's Loki in disguise. I've heard that theory, and not super keen on that theory, bro. Got to be honest, I really don't see it. The only thing that explains is why Heimdall would send Hulk to Earth. Will Banner come face to face with Hulk during the Boney? Eh? Gosh, do you think that Stanley cameo in Endgame will give us more about his specific character? I hope not. I mean, at this point, Stanley in the MCU is like, don't think too hard about it. And mainly that's because Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel sort of screws that whole thing up. Like, don't think about it too hard. It's a Stanley cameo. God, may he rest in peace. Bless his heart. Stanley cameo. Might we see Loki change sides at the Battle of New York? Mabes. There is a lot of there's some things I think that we could actually take the Loki from a different time or a different reality and bring him to our time or reality. I do think we might get a new Loki that's good. Oh, wow. Dude, Aaron H, I really like that. I didn't think of that. But if Stan Lee is somehow involved in Captain America's funeral, dude, it's going to be hard for me not to cry. It's going to be hard for me to hold back those tears, man. The effect will cause the mutant gene. Yeah, that's good, man. That's nice. Going back in time to recharge current stones. Could be. Dustin thinks that Loki and Hulk were on the other ship. Heimdall and Thor were on the main ship. Maybe. All right, guys. It's going to be kind of a shorter live stream. I'm only going to probably go for about 10 more minutes. If you didn't catch the beginning, go back and watch the replay after this posts. There were some funny things said. It was quite hilarious. Dylan Brown, have you seen the newest Plat Leak, Josh? No, I have not. I've seen a lot of videos pop up about it. I've seen people, I've seen it referenced, but I have not checked it out. I probably will. And I mean, I probably will. But at this point, I'm very comfortable with what we know and what we don't know. You know what I mean? It's starting to get to the point where, and very rapidly here, we're going to get to a point where you're talking about legit spoilers, right? So I believe the movie opens 2 days before it does in the States in China. And as soon as that happens, I'm not looking at anything. You know what I mean? I'll do the show. We'll talk about something else, or you know what I mean? I'll just keep my head in the sand with that stuff, and we'll talk about something else. But the week of is and even as we get closer. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm trying to stay away from that. Hey, Josh, will Professor Hulk be as strong as regular Hulk or stronger? I don't think he'll be. I think he'll be smarter. And potentially because of that, maybe I don't know, stronger as well. But I doubt he'll be stronger. He's just going to be smarter. And a smart Hulk is very dangerous because Hulk is already ridiculously strong. Like, if you could use that strength plus intelligence, I mean, like, dude, that's a nice combination. That's really nice. Yeah, so all that stuff, like the legit spoilers and stuff, I'm gonna stay away from. Yeah, I totally get it. And by the way, we got to do some polls, and I got to find out what you guys want to do about, like, do we do a spoiler cast the following morning? You know, do we? Maybe that's what we'll do. Do a spoiler cast that following morning. But I kind of like almost like as soon as I see the movie. I think we all have the same idea here. Like right after the movie, it would be great if we could have some kind of spoiler discussion, like a fan chat live or something like that. So maybe we would do a fan chat live like Friday morning, because most people will go see it Thursday night. I know a lot of people will see it Friday. I totally get that. But even people that see it on Friday could just not watch the video in the morning and just watch the chat later that day, and it would still be super fresh and super fun. So, yeah. Angelina Jolie was an awesome get. I agree. I'm super excited. Maybe it's just because when I was younger, I had a huge crush on Angelina Jolie. But yeah, I think she's dope, dude. I'm excited to see what she does. Why do I think Disney changed their tune on James Gunn? I think that it just kind of became clear, a little bit more clear to them what had actually happened. And I think that Alan Horn made a hair trigger decision. And then really what was going on was like old fraternal business guys being like, nope, I'm going to back him absolutely. They're all just like, nope, I back him absolutely. No, I back him absolutely. And then behind closed doors, they have meetings. You know what I mean? And then like they're asked about it, and they're like, "Oh well, we support the company. We support the company." Rah, 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 rah. And then behind closed doors, they were having meetings. And I think that just kind of became apparent because apparently they closed this deal a long time ago, like a long time ago, um, like before Christmas of last year. They knew that they were bringing him back. Who thinks Captain America will say Avengers Assemble? Yeah, but I mean, like that's not. I'm not like holding out hope for that. That doesn't. That is not going to make or break it for me. Do you think Sword will play a role in Endgame? No, but I'm really hoping we get Sword moving forward, especially if we get more X Men. Why not just do Sword and have Hank McCoy in space? You know what I mean? Just do it. What if Hawkeye's family got killed by the Yakuza and he is one to sacrifice of the cabin? No, that's not what's happening. In my opinion, this is what's going on with Ronin. That was an alter ego that he had when deep undercover, probably with Yakuza or something in Japan. And I think he retreats back to that because the idea of Ronin is this masterless warrior. And I believe that, like, Clint probably viewed his relationship to his wife and his family as his master. So he served that master. And when they were gone, and as a warrior, it's like you're Ronin, like you're a warrior and you have no battle, you have no fight, you have nothing. So he probably just returned back to a place of violence, to a place where might made right and stuff that just made sense to him. So, what I think. All right, guys, I'm going to do two more questions and get out of here. I'm sorry for the shorter stream today, but it's Friday, man. Everybody's got stuff to do anyways. They got to go have exciting stuff. But we'll get out of here real soon. Am I excited for the potential Black Widow movie? Absolutely. I'm absolutely excited for that. There's a rumor that the villain will be Taskmaster. There's a rumor that there's going to be like a female James Bond-esque spy that like Natasha faces off against. Um, that character's dope. I love like wet works, espionage, that kind of stuff. I love that kind of like spy thriller stuff. I'm so down, dude. I think the Black Widow movie will be fantastic. Oh, you're here, so now I can start. uh, Any theory on how Gamora returns? No. I mean, something to do with the Soul Stone, probably. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Non coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thanks for the Ant-Man theory breakdown. Yeah. You're gonna have to go back and watch. You're gonna have to go back and watch the beginning of this video. I thought it was pretty funny. I think that all the theories about him wielding the gauntlet will come true. I think one of the Avengers is wielding a gauntlet for sure. Next time I'm hopping on Twitch, I don't even know, man. Probably, honestly, Monday. Probably Monday. Just to be real, probably Monday. I mean, I wanted to hop on a couple of different times this week, but I was just really busy. So I'm trying to get ahead of my workflow, and then I can have more time to Twitch. I was gonna go yesterday. I was gonna go Wednesday. Richard Ganther, thanks for all the great content. A little super chat coming in. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We'll do another. Yeah. Oh, we're doing another live chat for sure. In fact, I'm thinking about putting like a hard date so that at least 2 of the fan chats per week are scheduled, so that people can try to get there. So I was thinking like Monday afternoon, maybe Wednesday afternoons. Yeah, the Den of Nerds, all one word on Twitch. Do you think Captain America uses a new gauntlet? Maybe. Yeah. Maddie Leo, I've heard about that theory. That would be hilarious. Yeah, he's got a date. Dude, I love it, Dustin. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think scheduled fan chats are a must. Now, we should still be able to hop, you know what I mean? Like, we could still have flexible ones and all that. But I think at least 2 a week, like, why not, right? Why not? Maybe like a Monday, Friday, like the beginning of the week, the end of the week. You know what I mean? Maybe like a 2 p.m. sort of thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Kendall Davis. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Even though you never answered my Shuri question. Well, thanks for the super chat. I think I saw your Shuri question. It's about her coming back with powers, like in the comics. And the reason I didn't answer that, Candle, is because I actually haven't read those comics, and I purposely didn't answer your question because I was like, I don't want to touch that because I don't know about that. But now I'm exposed, thanks to you, Candle. So thanks for that. But yeah, I really don't know what that's about. Does Shuri need powers? I don't know. Could be cool. Shuri, I like Shuri a lot as a character. She could potentially, I think she could potentially not replace, but be a new maybe version of Iron Man. I think she could do, if they're gonna go Iron Heart, and and Shuri, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff in there. I think that could be really cool. What are her powers? Does anybody know? Yo, let me know what her powers were. Candle. Who would win in a fight, Goku versus Thanos? Not even close. Goku. Not even close. Oh, guys, I said I was going to go. All right, let's call it there. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Please go back and watch this video and don't report me. And also, we're going to be doing another Fan Chat Live really soon. You guys are incredible. Thank you. And as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.